Welcome in the fifth section of our course. In this section we'll be looking handling time in reactive streams. So in this section we'll be adding the concept of time to streams. Once we will know that, we will be testing that time in reactive streams. Next we'll be using window operators to create a moving window of events, and once we will use that operator, we'll try to come up with a custom approach of using session window to window based on time and user ID. Finally, we'll compare session window to time window and we'll show how they differ. And this is the first video in which we'll be adding the concept of time to streams. So we'll create a stream and we'll have events emitted at a specific time. We'll be handling time in those streams and we'll be trying to test time in streams. So let's see a simple test, but does a lot of useful things. So it states that given observable, when we are introducing some kind of delay, so it would be a time delay, then we should introduce concept of time in streams. So let's analyze that test line after line. So at the beginning we are creating a keyword to search. So let's say that some user is typing search terms in our web browser, and we are getting first letter that is U, then US, USI, USIN, and finally using. So we'll get up to 5 elements. Then we are creating an observable from those keywords. So we have a keyword, but let's say that we want to concatenate every keyword with a first result and second result. So we want to produce a list of 2 elements for every one input element. You should know that if we have an operation that is creating list of elements for one input element, you should use a flat map. That's why we are using it to flatten the structure. So for every element we are creating observable with first and second result, and then we are introducing delay. So it will delay producing that observable by 10 seconds. So it will be producing only after 10 seconds. So once we produce that and that 10 seconds will elapse, we are gathering and collecting everything to list, and on success we are adding our elements to actual output here. Finally we are calling subscribe because, as you remember, this graph of execution is lazy. So up until we will call a subscribe, we want to express the demand for data, then the actual computation will trigger, not before that. So we will get the execution of this, but then there is a problem. We need to wait at least 10 seconds until the results will appear in the output stream. So how to do that? There is the simplest but a bad solution, so we can sleep for 11 seconds. Why is it bad? Because our test will take at least 11 seconds to finish. We don't want to add 11 seconds for one unit test, because in a real world production code you will have thousands of tests, and if every test will add so much overhead, your test will execute very long. But let's stick to it right now for the learning purpose, and we'll improve it in the next video. So at the end we should get a following result. So we should get U first result, U second result, then US, USI, USIN, and using first result, using second result. So let's start the test. We need to wait at least 10 seconds. We can see that test passed, but after 11 seconds. So we can see that introducing concept of time to streams make our testing code a little bit worse. So we can and we should try to alleviate that problem somehow.